Let me ask you a serious question. Why does it feel like dating apps turn everyone into a part-time FBI agent and a full-time disappointment? I mean, you spend 40 minutes crafting the perfect prompt. She spends zero point 0.4 seconds declining your entire romantic destiny. I mean, it's brutal out here. All right, welcome back to Plant the Spark. I'm Mike, your coach, consultant, and certified tour guide through the modern dating world, where the rules change weekly and the algorithm is either your wingman or your personal hater. Today, I'm teaching you how to build a dating app profile that doesn't just get matches, it gets results, baby. The kind of results where she is the one leaning in, opening, double texting, and asking to meet. And listen, stay until the very end because you know how I roll. I'm dropping a full, practical Firestarter Blueprint with actual scripts, photo rules, openers, and messaging templates that work in real life, not just TikTok. All right, let's get one thing straight. Dating apps are pure marketing. Your profile is an advertisement for the experience of dating you. And I know you're like, Mike, I'm a human being, not a toothpaste brand. Yeah, well, women have unlimited toothpaste options, my guy. You have to accept the research reality of the market you're playing in. Women only swipe right on about 4 to 8% of men, while men are over here swiping on like 60 to 80% of females. Look, women receive 10 to 25 times more matches than men on average. Guys, you are playing at a disadvantage. This means one thing. The bar is insanely high for male profiles. But the upside is huge if you stand out, baby. And trust me, most men are doing the absolute minimum. We're talking about standard rookie mistakes you see every day. Mirror selfies, the dead-eyed stare, open mouth. Are you a mouth breather or a dating app connoisseur, my guys? Gym bathroom photos with protein shake powder on the counter? I mean, come on. Unlit basement gremlin lighting and the ultimate profile killer. I like adventures and then nothing else. Guys, if you do 10% better than that, you're already in the top 1%. And over here at Plant the Spark, we only have 1%ers, baby. Come on. Now, what do women actually want on your profile, right? What do the female creators in the YouTube industry say about these things? What do the Hinge dating app professionals say about these things? And when I say women want something on your profile, I'm not giving you guy logic. I'm giving you what women literally teach other women to look for. I pull insights from popular creators, Hinge insiders, and psychological researchers. Across the board, they want 5 specific things in your profile. It's a checklist, fellas, so pay attention here. Get out your pen and paper if you need to and write this stuff down. Record it. I don't know. Take a screenshot. All right, first, a face they can see clearly. No hats, no sunglasses, no group photos where she's like, which guy is it? Look, guys, we need direct lighting. We need a confident expression and your eyes visible. Why? Because the science says attraction is heavily driven by micro expression recognition. She can't feel anything if she can't see anything. Come on. Second, a full body shot that shows health. Now, dudes, listen, we don't need you shirtless. You don't need to be posing, flexing your gun show. Just posture, a little bit of presence, and some confidence. Women read 100 signals from your body language instantly, so give them a good read. Third, you want one high-value lifestyle shot. This doesn't mean private jets. This doesn't mean caviar and Dom Perignon. It means a snippet of your life with you in it. Hiking, traveling, cooking, I don't know, playing a sport, working on a project, or look, just a clean aesthetic environment. Women want to know life is going to look like with you. They want to know what it's going to feel like with you. Now, fourth, one social proof shot, baby. This should be a really high value shot, right? Not chaos. It's with you and friends, family, a community moment, volunteering, I don't know, coaching the little kids down at the local Y, right? Women look for a guy who is socially anchored. Finally, prompts that show confidence plus humor plus insight. Modern female creators repeat this like a mantra. A boring prompt is death. Women need something to reply to. They need something to reply to, guys. Quit being a simp, quit being boring, quit being needy. Your prompts absolutely shouldn't be lazy throwaways like, I never know what to say here. Or just ask. Or introverted but down for adventure. Instead, you need to display high self-awareness, playful arrogance, flirty energy, come on, and a hook for conversation. Now, we'll dive into the specific examples later, so you better stay tuned to the end, fire starters. Come on. So, what is the science of profile attraction? Now, I'm not going to get too wonky here, but let's talk a little psychology, right? The sexy parts, not the textbook funeral crap. So, first of all, research consistently shows that women judge profiles based on three primary categories. Three, guys. Three. Master these, and you bypass 90% of the competition. All those other nerds out there, they're getting no swipe right, baby. All right. Number one, capability. This isn't about wealth. Like I said before, it's about competence. You signal this through confidence, posture, the hobbies that require skill, right? Number two is intent safety. This means emotionally regulated, right? Not soft. Photos and prompts should show stability, not desperation. She needs to know that you're not going to be some kind of psycho, right? And then third, you want potential. Women look for upward trajectory. Right? A man with ambition beats a man with possessions every single time. And this is supported by cross-cultural mate selection studies going back decades. I mean, you don't need to be impressive. You need to show direction. You need to show presence. You need to show that you have some self-respect, right? Now, look, there are some photo rules that, give you like 10 times the number of matches, right? So, okay, boys, here's the stuff that actually moves the needle. The Firestarter photo rules, if you will, right? You get 5 to 6 photos, right? Most traditional apps, Hinge, we're talking Bumble, these types of things, right? Tinder, you get about 5 to 6 photos. So you need to make them count. So photo number 1 is your main photo. Bruh, this needs to be a clean headshot, warm eyes, not psycho eyes, all right? And a confident half smile. All right? This is your handshake. This is the introduction. Photo 2, that full body shot we talked about. Now listen, it's really important that your clothes fit here, right? Dude, they show your shape, right? They're not bulging out in all the wrong places, unless that's your shape. Good luck. Photo 3, look, you got to be doing something interesting, right? Show, don't tell. No captions, just you doing something cool. Let them figure it out. Number 4, social proof. This is where you're with friends, family, not the drunken at the bar pic hitting on 10 different chickies. Come on. Number 5, if you've got a pet, have a pet in the picture, if it's genuine. I mean, chicks love pets, but just don't rent one for the photo, you psychopath. I mean, we're talking reality here. Now, let's talk about the instant no pile. right? Things that we have to avoid. Major turnoffs, according to the ladies. Now, again, this is by the creators and the women on the dating apps themselves. Number one, guys, get rid of the gym selfies. Look, if you are a guy that works out and that's important to you, that's great. It doesn't need to be in your dating app. They're going to notice if you have a frame, right? Now, photos with your ex cropped out, right? Dude, listen, they can tell. I mean, anyone can tell. Group photos as your first photo. Bro, stop making her guess. You're hanging around with a bunch of fit dudes. You put yourself on the side and she's looking at all the other guys saying, I hope it's that one. I hope it's that one. And then it comes to you and it's not that one and she's out. Dudes, also, bonus points here. Please get rid of the fish pic. No one wants to see you holding some dead fish. It's stupid. It's not cool. It's not sexy. It doesn't show virility. You're not a man because you can throw a hook in the water with some bait on it and pull up some trout. A couple other things you probably want to avoid. I'd say blurry photos. It's just a no-go. You live in the digital age, man. Come on. Upgrade your camera. Get a new iPhone or something. I don't know. Stand in line for hours. Trying to look too alpha, trying to look hard. This is insecure, man. If you're not hard, don't be hard. All right, the goal is simple, guys. Clean, confident, controlled energy. That's what we're looking for here. Easy. Now, let's get to the part that a lot of dudes have trouble with. You might be a really good-looking guy, right? But you might have no game, right? You might not have any prompts that actually work, right? Women want two things in your prompts. A vibe. So, say something with energy. And they want something that they can respond to. I'm giving you the perfect blueprint with examples for Hinge, Tinder, Bumble, right? And you can use these all day. But keep in mind, right? You need to fit these for your personality, all right? So an example might be something like a flirty sort of masculine prompt, right? So you might try something like, my love language is confidence. If you bring yours, I'll bring mine. If you're going for playful, use this. I make a great +1. I'm 82% house trained. For curiosity-based engagement, two things I really love. Women who ask great questions and a good mystery. To show your high value, but chill. My ideal Sunday, coffee, sunlight, and a woman who makes me forget my phone exists. And finally, if you want to go for the straight up humor card, which this is something that I like to lead with a lot, green flags, I cook, I clean, I don't ghost. Brown flags, I burn garlic bread every time, baby. These all give an immediate opening to talk to you, right? That's the secret sauce. You're being playful. You've got some confidence, right? There's some energy there, and then you're giving a prompt that can actually be responded to rather than just some boring, kind of shy but open to adventure. Listen, a compliment will only get you so far, right? A good opener, that needs three things. So we just talked about what we need to put as our prompts, but how do we actually, open up the conversation? So three things. One, personalization. Comment on her profile directly, right? Two, curiosity. Make her want to reply, right? Make her feel like she needs to reply. Playfulness. Keep the energy light, flirty. I mean, research shows openers that can create tension or require engagement, they perform way better than the simple compliment stuff, right? So let me give you some of the winning scripts here that you can use tonight. You can use these tonight. So if you want to do a little light teasing, you say something like, okay, settle this for me. Is your dog the CEO of your life or just outside management? For sexual tension without seeming like a total creep, you look like trouble in a really wholesome way. Now, this one, guys, you're gonna get a lot of replies back. Your vibe seems 70% adorable, 30% chaos. Confirm. I've used this myself, and I've got a lot of replies. I mean, they always reply to these because you've given them a fun little mental hoop to jump through. It's playful. It gives them something to do. They're engaged. It's not just this passive trying to show off your biceps and your dead fish. Now, there's also what we call messaging flow, right? Once she replies, you do not info dump your life story. All right. Follow the comment to question to escalate formula, right? This is the smooth operator guide, I guess. Right. So what does this mean? Comment on something real in her answer and, show that you read it. I mean, like you should be reading it, right? You're trying to attract someone here. You're trying to see if she's someone that you actually want to be with. So make sure you comment. Ask a follow-up question, right? But you want to keep the ball rolling. So make sure it creates connection. Keep the ball rolling. All right. And then you want to escalate, right? Escalate to like a voice note or like a date plan before the spark fades. Like you don't want to be texting for days and days and days before you ask the woman out, unless you're really not that into her, you're not that sure. I would say even then, you should probably go ahead and make it fairly quick. I mean, why are you texting them anyway if you're not sure if you're interested? But even if you're not 100%, which, okay, that's fine. Make it quick, right? 2 or 3 texts before you go ahead and try to set the date. Because, let's be honest, dating apps are for dating, right? Not making pen pals. We don't want pen pals here at Plant the Spark. We want high-value men who are confident and are getting dates and relationships. Now, guys, we're talking a lot about the dating apps here, and you can also go through this thing called dating app burnout. And burnout really comes from 3 things: swiping way too much, having no filtering strategy, and honestly, an emotional investment in strangers you've never met. You fix it by establishing clear boundaries, right? And actually having a dating app strategy. So, what does this mean? Well, number 1, set like a 10-minute daily swipe limit, right? Only message women who invest effort back. I mean, dude, you're not a free comedy show. If she doesn't reply back, stop with the double messaging. 3, rotate apps, right? Maybe go on Hinge one day and then hit Bumble the next, and then maybe take a break for a week and then maybe go back and hit Hinge again. Guys, it's okay to take breaks, and it's okay to only message people back, and it's okay to stay on different apps, right? And quite frankly, those breaks are really important. Take those breaks. Take offline breaks completely. You got to reset your dopamine system. Finally, match your app settings to what you actually want, not what you think you can get. That's a big difference, right? Look, if you want the 20-year-old chica and you're 50, then set your parameters for that 20-year-old chica and quit going out with the 50-year-olds who you don't actually want to be with. If you want to be with a 50-year-old woman and you don't like the younger women's, then you need to make sure that you set your parameters for that. I mean, look, most dudes are swiping like they're at a clearance sale. Guys, swipe like you're interviewing someone to be a part of your life, because you are. Don't go for people that you're kind of half interested in because you think that's all the game you've got. Learn the skills, level up, look, and actually swipe on women who you want to be in that life of yours. Okay. And that leads me to parameter optimization, right? This is the actual secret sauce on dating apps if you weren't familiar. So these settings change everything, right? And most of the time they're overlooked. But honestly, guys, this is the absolute secret sauce to getting an algorithm boost on Hinge, Tinder, etc. All right. So number 1, the age range. Look, set the age lane slightly wider than your type. Now, I know I just said to make sure that you're going after women you want, but you want to set it a little bit wider because women mature earlier emotionally, right? And the data proves this can increase the quality of your matches. All right. So if you think you maybe want 40, maybe you set it to 35, right? It's going to open up the pool, offer more personalities, and the data actually shows it's much more successful to do this. All right, distance. Shorter distance equals more conversions. Longer distance equals more matches, but fewer days. Be honest about how far you actually want to drive. I was dating this girl in Tennessee. I, I don't want to drive 2 hours every time I want to see her. See you later, relationship. And finally, we have filters. Look, women are filtering hard. Men should too. Look, it preserves energy and raises your value. Activity level. A higher activity level gets you a higher algorithm boost. Stay consistent. But again, don't burn yourself out like we talked about in the last segment, right? Give yourself some breaks. But when you are on, give it a good 10 hard minutes of going strong and then get off. And be fairly scheduled about this. All right. So you earned it. Here's your cheat sheet. The Firestarter Blueprint is your action plan starting today. All right. Number 1, choose 5 photos that show confidence, competence, lifestyle, social grounding, and active presence. 2, write 3 prompts that show playful, confident, depth, right? And set a clear tone of who you are. 3, use a personalized opener every single time. Follow the 3-step messaging flow. Comment, question, escalate. Move off the app by message, 6 to 10, right? Do not linger in texting limbo. I mean, if after 6 to 10, texts, you haven't secured a date, either you're moving way too slow or she is not interested. All right. And then lastly, guys, this is a big one. Use intentional swiping. You are the prize. Act like it. Dating apps are chaotic, but only if you're doing it blindly. Stop playing blindly, guys. Once you optimize your presence, your prompts, your photos, and your energy, you go from chasing to choosing. You're not trying to get her to like you. You're showing up as a man she wants access to. I'm Mike. This is Plant the Spark. And remember, the right profile doesn't just get matches. It gets moments you'll want to replay later. Preferably not alone. See you, baby.